Okay, I was sort of semi-hoping there'd be a key on this side. I don't know what possessed me to think there might be a key on this side. I mean, who... Oh. Well, if I'd have known where that was, I could have just reached over... I could have just reached over, couldn't I? Oh, you know what? Fine. There you go. Is that... everything here? Where was this one? Oh, I am so getting lost again. Right, this is where the election was being held. It's called a forum, isn't it? Yes, I believe it is. Was there something behind the forum? There's a doorway. I really need to go and see the magistrate. I really need to go and see the magistrate. Okay, got a little bit of money. I'm wondering if I should buy the cure from Decius and give it to the healer now, before I go and see the magistrate. Okay, what was... You know what? There's other things for me to check out on this side. I will definitely...
How'd you do?
I'm gonna have a... This is a little distraction.
Hello there, friend. May I say, that is a glorious bow you're carrying. Do you mind if I ask where you acquired it?
I took it from the Shrine of Diana, only to discover you'd locked me inside with angry hornets. I managed to escape, and after a harrowing ordeal in the palace, I'm travelling back in time. Here I am.
Are you well, stranger? Have you been out in the sun too long? You seem a little... confused? Perhaps you should go and see Lucretia in a clinic.
That's kind of what I'm going to do anyway. I need some silphium resin.
Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
Well, I actually have that. You're price gouging over life-saving medicine. What is wrong with you?
Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Take it or leave it.
Tell Sentius you suspect Decius. How about I just take it instead? What would happen if I just took it instead?
Well, if you did that, you'd break the golden rule, and we'd share the same fate as the last lot who lived here. Is that what you want?
Is that what you want? Is that a threat, though? Would that count? Would bluffing count? You know what? There's only one way to find out. Is that what you want? Because if not, hand it over right now, sunshine.
Do you think I don't know a bluff when I see one?
Okay.
Nice try.
Fine. Here's 1,000 denarii. I've got the money now.
Oh, you have it? I'm impressed.
Now, Okay. Take it. Yeah?
Pleasure doing business. Can I help you with anything else?
Right. Now, Iulia is the woman that... Right, we're going
Very
now.
well. Another time.
Right. That was Sentilla's friend.
Shiny.
Not you, sorry. What? Oh, the bow. Yes, it's a very shiny bow. It's a very shiny bow. Hey.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called silphium, but that Culus cumulatus Decius won't give it to me.
It's your lucky day. I have silphium resin here. Take a little.
What? Quick, give it here. Iulia, you need to swallow this. Here, let me help you.
Take a little. Oh, is it a big bottle? Can I keep this?
Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing? And at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
I'm a time traveler. I heard she got sick earlier, went to find medicine. Honestly, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. If I lied, I'm a time traveler. Yeah, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. Just.
Look, if you don't want to tell me, I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. But no matter. That was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening. You just saved a person's life, and you should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her, and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need.
Have I asked you about a way out of here?
I wish. Some people here need proper medical care, not the half-baked, hanging by a thread excuse for treatment I'm giving them. Just don't get sick or injured here. I'll do my best to treat you, but I'm out of my depth and dangerously short on everything you can imagine.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
A city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia. But snakes like Decius will always find loopholes to exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands.
I get what you're saying. Because there's a little side of me would sort of giggle a little bit if harm befell him. Okay.
That's a shame. Thanks again for saving Iulia's life. Apollo smiles upon you.
Right, okay, so I can now talk to Iulia. I really want to go and talk to the magistrate, but alright. Iulia!
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
It was a suicide attempt. She's kind of disappointed that it didn't succeed. Can I ask what happened to you?
As much as I'm grateful that you tried to help me, it's just not safe for me to talk about it. Please, no more questions.
And if you admit it, that's a... I want to know how someone poisoned you without breaking the Golden Rule. Are you worried about the Golden Rule? You are, aren't you? You're worried that you'll have to say something that will get the Golden Rule broken?
The Golden Rule. That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far crueler.
Claudia? Is that who poisoned you?
Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. I can't help unless you tell me what happened, though.
Persistent as Nemesis, aren't you? I can tell you, but it's a long saga.
I have all the time in the world, which is very, very true. Even though I really do want to go and speak to the magistrate, I guess I do actually have a fairly large supply of time.
All right. I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
Right. Thinking you'd be out of here before you ever... No, why would he lend you so much money?
I had to sign an agreement saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia. And she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was?
Bottle of
Hemlock.
poison. Yeah, poison.
Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning.
Surely that would have broken the golden rule? I mean, that does seem...
That's what I said to the magistrate. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa. Confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out. His wife Claudia was just as bad. She set me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock.
Right.
I just wanted it to be over. But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it.
You're not exactly innocent in all this. She's just trying to get out of it. Granted, she was trying to... stiff Malay... Oh, God, I hate that name. But he sounds like the sort of person you'd want to do that to anyway.
I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
So what'll happen to you now?
When I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course.
Oh. Is there anything I can do to help? Other than next time around not save you?
I doubt it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me. For trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Huh. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
Oh, God! Oh, could you be the one that breaks the golden rule? Because you think, hey, that's one way of committing suicide. I have a better idea. How much would it cost to buy your freedom?
A lot. But it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night. He's in exactly the same position as I am. Malleolus and Aurelius set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now.
The bluff?
If so, I'd never be able to live with myself. Knowing I broke my promise to him.
So I have to stop him jumping. Perhaps I can help him too.
I doubt you could make it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are.
You're probably
or why
right.
you seem so determined to help me, but... thank you.
I'll get right on it. I will, sort of, semi, kind of. Alright, so... Because if... I could save the election, but she's just going to trigger the golden rule anyway. Rufius is probably going to do it because he's... Oh, I need to speak to... Oh, fuck. Let's go speak to the... Magistrate. I'm going to speak to the magistrate first. I am speaking to the magistrate first. Are they?
A degenerate mind.
Now, we've not spoken yet today.
I hope you have a good reason for flouting my weapons ban.
Right, no, we've definitely not spoken today.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am.
Yes.
May I know your name?
I'm Gordon, and we've had this conversation before, and we've done this a few times now.
We have?
Yes.
Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to break the golden rule.
That's right.
Forcing me to create a portal in time to bring you here?
Yes.
I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only I
Spot
assume
on.
we failed, and you had to start over.
This is
that
correct.
About right?
Yes.
If so, what happened?
Okay. So we've had this conversation too, and I'm in a hurry. Yeah, I don't want to be rude, but there's a guy up on. I think he's at the temple up there, and he's about to jump off into your adversary. It's a long story. I'm just in a bit of a hurry. My
Seems
apologies.
Rather brash, but all right. Why have you sought me out?
Right. Can we talk about who's going to break the... Yes, I want to talk about who's going to break
What is it?
the golden rule. I've already figured out how to stop at least one person from breaking it. What happens now? I think I know who it is. Yeah, I've already figured out who... I figured out that it's your adversary, and I think I know what to do to stop it. I've got a couple of plans, so...
Well, if you stopped one person from breaking it and you're still here,
No,
then
I've
there
not.
must be someone else about to break it.
I've not
Still,
actually...
allow me to explain.
I've not stopped them yet.
When I discovered the ritual to Proserpina, the instructions came with a warning about paradoxes. The crux of it is this. If you do anything to change the course of history in such a way that your very being here is impossible, you will have created a paradox. To
Okay.
illustrate, when the golden rule is broken, I will open the doorway that will bring you here to prevent it from being broken. If you manage to succeed in saving our lives, then I will have no reason to open the doorway, and you will never have come here. A paradox, you see? The same thing would happen if you, say, inadvertently, allowed me to die. If I can't summon you, then you can't be here, obviously. If either of those things were to happen, I am given to understand you would be flung back to your original time, having changed the course of history for us and yourself. So the fact that you are still here means someone is going to break the golden rule, and there is yet work to do. Understand?
Yeah, no. I haven't actually stopped them yet, but what you're saying is if I do stop them and I reappear here, it means someone else is going to do it. And I've got to keep doing it until there's no one left who's going to break the golden rule. Then you won't open the portal. Or if you die, you did just sort of give me a bit of an incentive to... I'm not even thinking about it. Definitely not even thinking about it, but I'm just saying. But you open the portal in the evening, you see. Well, at least you did last time. But it always starts in the morning, so... I'm not totally sure about it. So if I stop everyone breaking the golden rule, you won't open the portal that sends me back to the start of this day, but won't I be stuck here? But you're saying if you don't open the portal initially, because you've never actually done it yet, is what you're saying. So you open the portal, but for some reason it sends me to the start of the day that you open the portal on. You won't do it, I will never appear, so I will cease to exist in your timeline automatically and be flung back to my... I think I got this. I think. Let's go with I think so.
Excellent. So, it looks like you'll have to continue your investigation. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask?
I was looking... Yeah. Yes. Talk about the golden rule
Of course.
again.
What is it?
I think I know who it is, was what I was getting at, and I think I've got a plan for them.
Yes?
Well, there's a few... Right, I know for sure it's Malleolus.
Why do you say that?
If he wins the election, he's going to convict you of treason and sentence you to death.
What? I'm speechless. How do you know? Of course, this isn't your first loop, is it?
Exactly.
Well then, you must stop him from winning the election. I expect you'll need some kind of leverage on him, but I
Right.
can't be seen to be involved in this, of course, so you'll be on your own. You'd better not waste any time, and may Swada, goddess of persuasion, go with you.
Swada. All right. I'll get right on it. Yeah, well, I will. I will.
Thank you.
I say I'm going to get right on it. I'm sort of going to get right on it. Right, where's his house? His house is there. Oh, God, is that the guy? I think that's the guy. Right, okay. It was down this way, actually.
Are they?
I also need to speak to your guard and Rufius. But for now, what I need to do is... Yeah, there. I wonder if I could talk to him about some of the other people that I think might be breaking it, and he'll give me some clues. All right. Is this how we're gonna... Wait, I remember this. I stood here looking up at that temple up there. This building was totally destroyed, wasn't it? We stood on the bridge and then I kept... Oh, wow. Wasn't this where... Al. This is where Al hung himself. Okay, yeah, this is really quite weird. This means I'm going back where I came from? That's where I came in. Yeah, and I'm going back where I came from. I am officially getting completely lost. On the bright side, I'm not getting lost. I'm not getting lost. I'm making discoveries. This is where I normally come out. Talk to Galerius. Right, no, I'm not getting lost. See, this is me very much not lost. I'm going in the right direction. I'm going up to the aqueduct, right? Yes, I am. I'm going up to the aqueduct. Because that is how we get across there. And it looks like there's a zip line down. Okay. So his name was... Oh, his name was... Ulpius. Right. He's not over there, is he? Definitely want to go over there. I see him. I see him. Let's go and talk Ulpius down. Preferably the slow way. And... Now, I'm guessing him committing suicide isn't... Or is it? Is it breaking the golden rule? Well, he's not done it yet, so... Okay, I'll give this place a...
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the golden rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
Actually, I really need to talk to Ulpius. Yeah, I really need to speak to Ulpius. Sorry, I will talk to you, though.
All right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
No, what? No, it did. No.
No.
Yes.
No. Ulpius, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius.
Right.
Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him.
I will. All right, I'll talk to him. Do you really think his suicide would break the golden rule? I'm not... Okay, is that... Oh, here we go.
I don't know, but it's a crime for slaves to take their own lives. And a debt bondsman isn't far off.
Okay. All right, yes.
Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
I will. Stop this right now. Go on, then go ahead. No! Okay, Ulpius.
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire.
Oh, there's a really... No, I think you've the right to die if you're suffering badly enough. Yeah, you know what? I was just going to ask you what's wrong, basically, right now. It's wrong and you know it. Yeah, no, there's a little side to me this is horrible to say. Seeing as this is a time loop, curious, does this break the golden rule? That is so terrible. Even if it resets, it's still terrible. I was just going to ask you what's wrong. I kind of know, though.
I screwed up my life. That's what's wrong. I borrowed money, and when I couldn't pay it back, I wound up in debt bondage.
Yeah.
I'll be stuck slaving away for that culus cumulatis Malleolus for the rest of my life.
Malleolus.
I am out. Wherever you are. Sentia, my love. I'm sorry.
Wait.
No!
What? Oh! Ask Ulpius how Sentia would feel about his suicide.
I can't believe he went through with it. Oh, Lord. That poor lamb.
His suicide didn't break the golden rule, though. Was that my fault? Okay, I am really sorry.
That was not your fault. There's no way you could have given him what he wanted, moments after you arrived.
Okay, but his suicide didn't break the golden rule.
Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the Golden Rule. So I guess that means whichever god is responsible for it. It isn't mine.
Okay, so what happens now?
I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after
All
all.
right.
And I'd best pray for poor Ulpius.
Yeah. Right. Now, because I didn't save Ulpius, I'm guessing this is going to mean Iulia's going to do something stupid, break the golden rule. So even if I stop the election, we're still going to have a problem. Of course, had I not saved Iulia, that wouldn't be a problem. But then... Lucretia? Was that her name? She was threatening to gouge Decius's eyes out. Although maybe I could bring her the cure after Iulia's died and that would stop her. I don't think so, though. So, what I need to do is save Ulpius, who seems, well, to have a thing for Sentia. Now, I'm beginning to think that Sentia is also dead. Where was it? It was... Note from Sentia. Sentia to Sentius and Sentia, may Clementia give you the strength to forgive me. I'm sorry to have to leave you this way, but I've found a way to escape, and I must take it. And since she was friends of Ulpius and Iulia, I'm going to guess all three of them. Does this mean I could save Sentia, though? If I could figure out where she is, could I save her? How can we pass this test if we don't know the rules? Very good question. Okay, before we leave here, let's just have a quick look around. Great Temple door is locked. Okay. Yeah. Such an odd mix of statues. The ones that look calm and relaxed are probably the ones that come to life and shoot everyone. Okay, that's back where I came from. So, what is this place? Okay. Is this actually a piece of art? Is this supposed to be was it? No, it wasn't Atlas, was it? No, not artwork. Because it wasn't. Who was it who rolled in the ball? I can't remember. I'm a terrible archaeologist. I'm going to blame time travel. Alright, there's a way down there. Not helping me find a way to stop the election. But, I suspect that's not going to be enough. Where does this... this is over the chasm. This is over the chasm, isn't it? No! Well, it is, actually, but it's not quite where I thought it was. That's... I can't remember what it's called. There's the Temple of Diana, anyway. So... I know how to get down. We're going back the other way anyway, because... There is well, something across a bridge of vines that I want to check out. Look like more money, actually. Just want to know what's down here. Find a creative way into the upper system. Find a way. Water under the fat. Right. Figure out how to get into the upper cistern. Find a creative way. Interesting. So... what would count as creative? That's a somewhat... vague... Can I not? Oh, I can't go that way. Nope. Alright. Apparently the gods do not want me to go that way. Will the gods let me go this way? No. Gods are really determined that I don't get that creative. Okay then. So... I will have to ruminate on that one a little. Oh, there's a zip line down back where I came from. That would have saved me a little time, because I want to go over across to there. I can't remember why I wanted to go in the cistern, actually. There, that was what I was looking for. So, just some money? Yeah. Okay then. So, the house. Yeah. Find a way into the house. Now, I've got a couple of options there, I think. Number one... I can use the vines. Number two, I could bribe... What was his name? Domitius? Okay. I'm still thinking about the upper cistern, though. Tell you who else I haven't spoken to. I haven't spoken to the callous woman in the tavern. So many things to check out. There's a passage down there. Did I find a way down there at some point? Maybe. And if not, I will have to do so. You know, I've just realised I have already found at least one way of stopping the golden rule being broken. I'm so focused on the fact that I want to stop the rule break at the election, I'd forgotten about the assassin. I definitely stopped him from breaking the rule. I may have already stopped the healer Lucretia as well. Can I talk to him about those?
I hope you have a good reason for flouting my weapons ban.
No, we've already spoken.
Ah, you've returned. Do you have any news about your investigation?
You're just still not happy about the bow. All right, yeah.
Of course. What is it?
Who else? I know
Yes.
a few people. Who else was that? Ulpius? I can't tell you about... Is Lucretia... No, is Sentia... Is... Domitius? It could be Domitius. It's... Ulpius is definitely not Ulpius. It's definitely not Ulpius. Alright, never mind then, no.
Why then did you say... It doesn't matter.
No, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Looks like you'll have to continue your
Yeah, no.
investigation. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask?
No, totally. I better get back
Thank
to it.
you. I'll be waiting here for news.
Yeah, right. Oh, I'll tell you what. I didn't actually get to finish my conversation with you, did I? No, I didn't. We got interrupted midway through. All right. Okay, so...
Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want?
Oh, okay, this is gonna... Can we talk about Sentia?
Oh, you heard about her disappearance, I take it?
Yes, I did. Okay. I found a letter in her room. This is what I was talking to you about this and we got interrupted. I found a letter in her room which mentioned her plan to escape.
What? Really? I swear, I searched her room top to bottom and never saw that. I wonder how I could have missed it. Strange, but well done, I suppose. But it's odd. It was only a few months ago that Sentilla's friend Iulia let slip she was planning an escape of her own. And yet, Iulia's still here.
Right.
You should go and speak with her. Find out if she knows anything. She lives in the villa next door.
No. I will. I'll talk to Iulia about her escape plan, but...
Oh, look, you're back. How lucky for me. What is it now?
I want to talk about Scintilla again.
You heard about her disappearance, I did.
You got memory loss problems. Okay, I know who she was seeing. It was Ulpius.
Oh, really? That commoner in debt bondage next door thought he could win over a magistrate's daughter. That's awfully bold of him. I can see why she worked so hard to keep it a secret. Quick, go and find him and ask him what he knows.
I've spoken to him already. He's beside himself about her disappearance, and I don't think he's responsible. Pretty sure he's not responsible.
Oh, I see. Well, it was worth a try, I suppose. Just promise me you won't give up on her.
I won't. Definitely.
Thank you.
All right. So we can go... Was it next... you're talking about that place, yeah? All right. Wait. Was it that place?
Ave.
There. Ave, sorry. Magister, I'm a little busy with the...
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
Because I'm awesome and you can't do that many push-ups no matter how hard you try and convince everyone that you can. I'm trying to remember where the letter was. There was a Octavia's chest. Yeah, so Octavia is the person with the cave, directions to the cave. So she's a secret Christian. I don't think that... Didn't I get some other useful information here? No, I don't think I did. Alright. Where does Ulpius live? That's Octavia's chest. This is the kitchen. Equita. Oh, I should speak to her. She did say next door. Was it? Oh, of course he's... Next door as in where I've got to get in he lives there then, I guess? He lives there. So, I can either go up through the vines and check his place out, or I can just talk to the man down there and see if I can bribe my way in. I have a few options now. Plus, I'd like... Hello? Now, I've already spoken to you about harassing Virgil.
Malleolus isn't receiving visitors at the moment, it being election day.
I know. But I would like... I am curious if there's any way I could convince... Oh. I need to speak with Iulia. Well, she's not here at the moment. Oh, she come back. Okay.
She's not here.
Okay, where is she?
Had to carry her to Lucretia's clinic this morning. Shrine of Apollo. She was acting sick. Faking it, if you ask me. Typical.
Right, so, okay. About the tribute you wanted.
Yeah? What have you got for me?
Here's 1,000. 100 is 10 denarii. Oh. Can I get away with 10 denarii?
Hey, Caput Murde. Futuere es. Just make it good.
Did that mean no? How about 100 then?
Os inculio mio. Just make it good.
Thing is, I've got the money. You know what? Forget it.
If you set one foot in that villa without permission, I'll skin you alive, you pusilla semitaria smokers.
Yeah, and then the golden rule will kick in, and then we'll have to do this whole thing again. But you know what? All right. Let's... Yeah. I got it. Okay.
Thank you. I am delighted and honored to have been elected your magistrate. Yes. Thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored to be elected your magistrate.
Okay.
And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens.
Okay.
And
Let's pretend we came in the front door.
I make this solemn
See if we can... Nope.
under my leadership, you will privately enjoy
Okay, here we go.
and yes,
All right.
no more shall you walk on
I'm in.
excellent, yes. No more
Now, I am going to stroll in and talk to him as though I own the place, even though he knows he owns the place. But before I do that, I just fancy a quick shuffle around. Don't break the rule. A painted Greek vase depicting some kind of battle.
a day of celebration, I hereby announce a day of celebration over there. Yes.
Okay. Note from Ulpius. Ulpius, to his lost love, may God watch over you. Please know that I held on as long as I could, but without you, my life is meaningless. I only hope we meet again in Gan Eden. Okay. Gan Eden? Eden. He's not a Christian too, is he? Are they all Christians? Is this what that guy was talking about with the cult? Note from Iulia. Iulia to her captors Malleolus and Claudia. Curse you to the depths. By the time you read this, I'll already be dead, because death is preferable to another day in debt bondage to you. May vultures peck out your livers in Tartarus for all of eternity. Okay. And there's the bottle. appears to be a bottle for hemlock, a deadly poison. Smells like mouse urine. Sort of wish I could take those so that they don't find them. Produce bowl. Carrots are purple, and they were, as they were before modern orange carrots were cultivated. Huh. Interesting. Ah. Is there an upstairs? Jar? Salmon. Ink jar. No. Not what I'm here for. So then, was this the entire place? Can I not get upstairs? These are the servants' quarters. This is the entrance. Okay. Ah, there's the upstairs. Let's just, before he notices I'm here, I'd like to get as much information as possible. If I get discovered and the golden rule is broken, we can... Stranger? Is that Claudia, the wife? I should probably not speak to her until I've spoken to her husband. It would seem odd for me to have entered here. Let's go and speak to him now. And Malleolus!
Did you just scale the wall to my villa somehow?
Or should I say...
I must remember to have words with that buffoon, Ulpius.
Quinctius!
Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me?
So you're Quinctius. What's your story? I know somebody was sent here to kill you, Quinctius. Ah!
My name is Marcus Malleolus Gurgis. You seem to have confused me with someone else.
You have one green eye, one blue eye, just like the description in this execution order from Emperor Nero.
You mean my heterochromia? I am guilty of nothing more than having different colored eyes. And I'm hardly the only person with the condition. Alexander the Great had it too, as it happens.
Right.
I like to think it is simply the way the gods have chosen to mark a natural-born ruler. Nothing more.
Natural-born idiot. I can't prove it's you. Apparently, Quinctius also suffers from delusions of grandeur.
Well, I am not suffering from any delusions, as today's election will firmly establish.
Yeah, I can't prove it yet. My mistake, never mind. Yeah, no, obviously, my bad.
That's quite all right. We all make mistakes.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, what's your story?
I'm Malleolus, and if it wasn't for this interruption, I'd be practicing my victory speech for the election later today.
What will you do if you win?
I'm glad you asked. I'll finally restore freedom to this city, just as I've been promising. These good people have suffered long enough under Sentius's tyranny.
And how exactly will you do that? I ask, as though I didn't know.
By declaring there's no such thing as the Golden Rule. It's a children's fable exploited by Sentius to frighten us into submission. Wait, don't tell me you've fallen victim to that monstrous lie?
Golden, what makes you so sure it's not real?
The person making a claim bears the onus of proving that claim. Can you do that? Can you prove the Golden Rule is real?
You're not wrong. Let's not annoy him yet. Let's keep... He's not wrong, though. That's the thing. Let's talk about something else.
As you wish.
Did I ask you what your story is? Why? Okay, never mind. Do you know a way out of here? Out of curiosity.
I'm afraid not. We're stuck down here together, for better or worse. We're all going to have to make the best of it.
Right. And what do you think of the Golden Rule? I'm going to go on a limb here and say, not a fan, because you think it's complete BS.
You mean the children's fable exploited by Sentius to scare us all into doing what he wants?
Right. I'm going to ask you about your story again, because everyone else tells me how they got here.
I'm Malleolus, and if it wasn't for this interruption, I'd be practicing my victory speech for the election later today.
Because you're Quinctius. Because you're Quinctius. I'm going to go on a limb here. I'd like you to withdraw from the re-election.
Are you insane? You barge into my villa uninvited and then make outrageous demands?
A little bit.
Why would I withdraw from an election I'm bound to win?
Because if you don't, I'm going to kill you. Because as soon as you win, you're going to break the Golden Rule. He doesn't believe in the Golden Rule! If you don't, I'm going to kill you! Yeah, no, never mind.
You are acting very strangely.
Yeah, well, that's...
I trust you can see yourself out. Through the door this time. There's a key just beside it.
Oh! Thank you! Did you just give me the key to your house? You're telling me the person that broke into your house where I can find a key. Okay. I promise I'll put it back when I'm done with it.